somebody better say something.
Somebody better say something right now.
I think you were just going to let that music play a little bit.
I was letting the music go for a little bit right there.
For the next hour, you'll hear.
Well, one of the things we want to give a big shout out to, by the way, is Bill Napick, who has a show, which is Real Estate Matters with Stuart Title. It airs our same station.
Yes.
And at 1 o'clock, and so you can always tune in and listen to him on Real Estate Matters. Very good individual, very good friend of the show. We do a lot of shout-outs for each other. More importantly is we exchange a lot of good information, and we're all about educating the market.
Good guy.
And a really good guy right there. And like I said, we do a lot of sharing of information, and we wouldn't have our great guest here today if it wasn't for Bill and I doing some work together. So
there you have it. It's one big community.
One big community. And it just goes to show that how the community actually is. And I always like to talk about that, about the fact is that we are a community that supports each other, that builds each other up, that works with each other, even sometimes if we're competing in the same industry.
And it always amazes me when people start like, well, gosh, that's your competitor. That's your, they're doing a show. What? I mean, you can't be on their show. They're doing a show. And it's like, really?
Yeah, it's like, no whatsoever.
You go on their show and you do a terrible job. You drive the audience down. Simple stuff. Hey, you'd like me to be on your show? Absolutely, pal. When can we make that happen?
Absolutely.
That is pretty funny. So, but a big shout out to Bill. We love him to death. And like I said, you were on his show, by the way.
Yes, I was. He was actually the first radio show I appeared on.
Absolutely. So
lovely man.
Incredible man. And he's got a great set of hair on him also.
That's right. Well, he's the one that gave Mr. Goodhair his nickname.
That is true. Yeah. That is true. That is true. So Mr. Goodhair was nicknamed due to Bill.
So anyway, but I want to ask, because we're talking about the consumer component, but I want to know about the realtor component. We do have a lot of realtor listeners here. Is how do they get engaged, and what are your qualifications and things like that process?
Yes. So basically, they have to go to our website, the number 10minrealty.com, and hit the register button, put in their information. And what we do on the back end is we vet every one of our agents to make sure they're licensed. So it takes
helpful,
yes, that definitely helps.
Take them to the vet. What now?
They need their shots.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
right.
they have to be vetted, and so that's a 24 to 48 hour process. And once they're vetted, they'll get an email saying you're ready to receive leads. And so that's basically how it works. And our system does an automatic sweep periodically to just make sure that everybody maintains licenses. And if they don't, then they're booted out of the system. Simple as that.
And then I also noticed you've got two different apps. You have your 10-Minute Realty agent and your 10-Minute Realty customer.
Yes. So it's a two-pronged app, and the way it works is the agent, what the agent sees is all the pings or requests for showings that they get, and they are going to be stored within their app, and they also get to set their profile. We made it a very simple tool to use. So in making it as simple as we did, believe it or not, on the development end, it's a very complicated process to make it very simple to use. The programming so it took us a while, but we wanted to do it right. And so all they do is once they register on the website and they get accepted by us, then they go in and they set their profile. Now they have the ability to receive pings for rentals, sales, or both, because we know that agents can have a specialty in leasing or a specialty in sales, or they're versed in both. So they have that option. And so they set which pings they want to receive, and they set their schedule. If they want to work my tool 2 hours a day, then all we ask is that they be responsive in the time that they schedule themselves to work our tool.
So they actually do schedule themselves. I'm taking calls during these hours.
Correct. And it's flexible. It's whatever you're willing to do. We're all independent contractors. We all set our own schedules. So yes.
And it is neat though. You're able to set your own schedule, very similar to what they do. You mentioned Uber. That's very exactly similar type model right there, in which you're on or you're off to drive, you're on or you're off to go showing, and that's important because individuals want to see that. Now, I know on the consumer side, how do you market to them? Obviously, you're on the radio, so you're doing marketing right now.
Right.
But how do you market on something like that?
We have a multifaceted marketing program to the consumer. We're very excited. We have a couple of very strong partnerships getting ready to come to fruition, which we will announce. And we are getting out to the consumer that understands this, which is the digital babies, the millennials. Right. And so we have a
digital baby.
Yes, the digital babies.
They were born digital baby.
So we are doing everything to get out to them through social media, radio, TV, all avenues. So and boots on the ground. So.
And so, in a typical day, how many calls do you think you would field? And
well, what I can tell you is we just started to the consumer in December. So everything takes a little bit of time. But I will tell you that we had one TV piece done by Tiffany Craig, KHOU 11, the Tried Out Tuesday segment. She went out, requested an agent. That afternoon, we had the consumer using the product, and it was a rainy day too. It wasn't even a sunny day. There were pings galore. And we actually had 2 deals under contract the first week. Very exciting. Yeah. Absolutely. The consumer knows what they want. They're coming in already with pre-approvals. They're ready to go. We have to understand that.
Yeah, but it's not the rule of mortgage, so we have an issue right there. We'll talk about that offline.
Then we need the 10-minute mortgage. Yes, we were talking about that. We were in like Chris was talking about, we were in a hypermarket. We only had 2.6 months supply of homes, and so things were fast. And of course, that was some of the issues, was getting someone to respond and get out there and do something immediately, because there's going to be multiple offers on the property and things like that. So it was certainly a need to be able to respond to an inquiry quickly.
Right. And every market has its flow and the way it operates. So, we will be adjusting as we go. We have a lot of plans for the future for the tool as well. We're going to be adding a rating system, obviously. We want to make sure that our consumers are at the top of their game. Video chatting, a lot of different features for safety. I know that's a big concern for agents. It's always in the news. So we want to make sure, and that's number one for us. If an agent feels threatened in any way, shape, or form, drive off. That is our number one concern, if there's an issue.
What about qualifying the caller as far as their ability to purchase and things of that nature? And you have something that addresses that?
That's really going to come down to the agent's expertise. It's up to the agent to probe them, understand where they're at, so that you have a plan when you go. If they tell you that they have a pre-approval in their hand and they're ready to go, you're going to spend 2 hours with them. If they tell you that they just started the process, then you're going to say in your mind, you know what? I'm going to spend 10 minutes with them. I'm going to introduce myself. I'm going to give them a big old smile and say, what can I do for you? And help you with whatever your need is at that moment. That's what we're here to do. We're here to help them. And they come back to you when you do that.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting because it's really an introduction tool. That's the biggest thing right there. It's an introduction tool to individuals who are in the market, who want help now, who sometimes don't know how to reach out. I mean, I get phone calls, individuals call me a lot of times saying, I don't know where the process is to start. Who do I go to? How do I start with you? Do I start with the real estate agent? How do I select the real estate agent? So I think it's that relationship starting point that can lead in, but it does take that experience.
And it's interesting to say that, because a lot of people, when like eRealty came out and rolled out in Austin, people panic because like they're getting disenfranchised or disintermediate realtors. Right. And that fact is, it was a connecting tool, and that's all it ever was.
Yes.
To connect people in a faster, more efficient way to do so, rather than trying to grope out there in the dark to say, where's the person that I need to help me in this area, or has this expertise and stuff like that.
And we can't underestimate the fact that our point is we have a fiduciary duty to our clients, and we have to give them the best possible service and service their needs. If the agents meet these people with the anticipation of receiving a commission check, they will fail. And it's just the name of the game. You're there to help your client with their need.
Yeah, I would say if you get somebody else what they need, you will get what you need.
Absolutely.
If you start to stare at the payday,
yeah,
you're approaching it entirely incorrectly.
And that's with whatever tool you use in real estate. Absolutely.
And then you have a guest here with you who wants to remain anonymous, by the way.
She's over there.
And I had to bring it up, by the way, because right now she's covering her hand. She's like, no way, I can't believe he's actually saying I'm here in the studio.
Because you said I was the one that's going to do it.
Yeah, exactly. But you hadn't been doing it, so I figured one of us actually had to eventually do this, and convince her to at least say hello to everybody. But this is your business partner. She is the individual who does everything behind the scenes. If you don't mind, let us know a little bit about that relationship and that partnership.
Okay, so this was a match made in heaven. My partner is a fantastic individual. She is not the sales guru, as you can tell. She's hiding behind me.
She's turning red right now, actually.
She's turning red.
And she's already a redhead.
Yes.
But she is my number one support, and believe it or not, we are sisters. We are both real estate agents. We came up with this idea, and we said, it's a no-brainer, let's do it. And we think think along the same lines. She has a depth and breadth of experience in all of what is accounting and management of employees and everything that I don't do. So it's a match made in heaven.
So to make sure the listeners know that we are not lying, can you at least say hello to everybody if you don't mind?
Hello.
So that
okay, and for all the listeners, by the way, she was struggling to say hello. It was hilarious. But what they say is you have to have a great back end in order to make it work.
And we do. We have a fantastic team. Everybody was handpicked. Edith Stevie, my partner, who's hiding behind me, myself, Rina Camhi, and our marketing director was also handpicked. And believe it or not, our marketing director is Jennifer Jennings, and she lives in Dallas. We fly her in for our first market to Houston to work with us. So she was handpicked. We're woman-run, woman-led, woman-owned, and excited.
Now, what are you doing right now as far as growth-wise? I know your goal is to sort of dominate Houston, then move out to Texas, then move out from there, right?
So yes, so we are working it on a national level. We've had tremendous meetings already with a lot of people at National Association of Realtors. We have attended real estate conventions. We are on a local level introducing ourselves to the brokerages in the area, boots on the ground, as they say, face-to-face meetings, and it gets the job done. So it's just one at a time.
Well, we are coming up against the end of this segment. How can we get a hold or what's the contact information for 10 Minute Realty?
Yes, we have a number that you can call. The number is 844-551-9918. Ooh, I need glasses. This is bad.
Here, I got
Okay.
Yeah,
oh my
Speak
goodness.
to Rob. He is the one who
Holy
carries
moly,
those with him.
perfect. Yeah. So 844-551-9918 is the phone number. My lovely marketing director, Jennifer Jennings, receives those messages. You leave her a message, she will call you back and help you through the process of either signing on, or if you're a consumer and want to use the product, she can guide you as well on what you need to do.
And if you go to the apps out there, I've already done it. You can actually download 10 Minute Realty and get it started from there.
And the one thing we didn't mention is the fantastic price. It's very affordable. So I want to make agents successful. $29.95 a month.
$29.95 a month. Well, that is 10 Minute Realty. We are coming up against a break. Stay tuned.